Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to give you some pearls of wisdom here, and I want to give you some advice. You could take it or not, but this is some advice that I'm going to give you. And the advice is learn the formula. Learn the formula, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, whatever it is that you're trying to strive for in your life or you're working towards, learn the formula. Once you learn the formula, you put those actions, you get that start working for you. Now you start getting the ball rolling in the right direction, okay? But we have to learn the formula, and we have to understand that every cause has a reaction. Every reaction is because of a cause. So everything is going around in a circle, okay? If you want to change the circle that you're on, you're going to have to do a different reaction to cause something different to happen. And now, boom, you're in this circle. But we can't say, I want to be where you are, but we're not willing to make the sacrifices. Everything costs something, and I've mentioned this in another video, and I've been very open about my educational background in finance and accounting, and we learn about the cost benefit of things, and that tells us that everything costs something. Sometimes we really limit our perceptions of what a cost is to just something monetary or dealing and concerning with money, but it could be the cost of your time. Minimally is going to be a cost of some type of energy or effort that you have to do in order for something else to occur. An action that you're going to have to take, and that is a cost benefit. Everything that is costing you to get from point A to B, C, D, E, F, G, and so forth and so on. So we have to learn the formula. It would be really easy for me to sit up here and say, you know what, Tracee Ellis Ross has a banging body. I wish my body looked like hers. Or, oh my gosh, I really love the legs and the arms of Angela Bassett, But what is the price that they're paying to maintain that look? What is their lifestyle? What is the formula that they're trying? And that's actually working for them. And will you possibly have to do that formula to get close to that or to get a similar result in your life? I know, like Angela Bassett, I believe she's like a raw vegan. She eats organic foods, okay? Tracee Ellis Ross, I believe she's a vegan as well. Okay, so she's not eating meat, she's not eating dairy. It's a different way of a lifestyle that she's having, and that is giving her that body. Now, are there people in this world that may have a body like that and they aren't vegan? Possible. But if you have been eating the meat and the dairy and stuff and your body doesn't look like that, then maybe the formula might be for you to shift over and give that a try and see what results that has in your life. Okay? And am I pushing somebody against their doctor's recommendation? Am I telling people to go vegan? Not necessarily. But what I'm saying is I'm just giving examples of, people that we look at in society, some of us know of, and say, you know what, wow, they really got themselves together physically, but what are they doing behind the scenes? What is the price that they're paying, the sacrifices that they're making, the lifestyle that they're choosing that is giving them that? And the same thing goes for everything. Successful people study successful people. They study other successful people. They study people who are where they want to be. And the reason why I pointed out Tracee Ellis Ross and Angela Bassett is like, let's say you wanted to lose some weight, and that was like your ideal. Or if you know Kim Kardashian, people look up to her physically. And granted, she's had some surgeries, but she has to maintain it. Trust me. Surgery ain't going to hide everything. There's things that she has to do along with that to maintain that body image. Okay? Now, we can take this down to narcissistic abuse. There's a formula, and for the people that can go completely no contact, that seems to be part of the formula. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's parts and bits of the formula. Going no contact, giving it time, taking your lessons, doing your shadow work, healing your inner child, increasing your self-love, increasing your self-worth. There's a formula, guys. So if you're not following that formula, you can't be surprised that you're not getting the results. You can't be surprised at that point. You found another survivor. Here's one right here talking to you that has made it through the storm. And I'm coming back and I'm giving you the formula. So, it's up to you if you want to drink the water once you get led to it, basically. But understand that you have to find a formula. You have to figure out what's going to work. Now, is everything cookie cutter? Maybe not. There can be multiple ways of doing things, but you still have to find a formula that's along the lines of, okay? Like maybe, okay, well, I can get that body without going vegan, Lakia, but you probably can't get it while you're eating junk food. So either way, you're making a healthier shift in the type of food. The formula, that general formula is telling you, hey, I'm eating right. I'm eating good. I'm eating things that my cells, that will replenish my cells, that will actually suppress my hunger in a positive light, causing me to eat less. I'm getting more out of the foods that I'm eating. I'm eating more green, leafy foods. My skin is glowing. I've detoxed. I drink lemon water. I alkaline. Whatever the case is, that general formula is telling you along the lines of. And, you can try to tweak and turk it in a certain sense. And then sometimes some things are just non-negotiable. Either you're going to be no contact or you're going to gray rock. Make your pick. You're gray rocking if you have children and you have to have minimal contact. You're no contact if you don't have those ties. It's going to be either or. Some things are just non-negotiable. And sometimes as survivors, we try to find a way to stay a little bit in our toxicity. And we're not making that complete transition because we're still bringing some of the toxicity with us. We haven't really let go of it. We're still in resistance, basically. You're in denial, if you know that you need to lose a lot of weight and you're still eating this junk food and you're like, well, I could still hold on to this. No, sweetie, right now you got to let that go. You have to let it go. Be willing to have the sacrifice. Be willing to let go of that short-term gratification that's really hurting you in the immediate future and in the long term. Be willing to say that. And then maybe one day when you're just maintaining your weight, every now and then you can have these treats and these snacks, within reason, but not while you're in the process of losing. You see? So we have to be all in or we're going to be all out. There's no way to really go around certain things if you're trying to get a certain result. So oftentimes, and I talk about, seeking the wise counsel, don't get it from somebody who don't know any better, who hasn't been there and done that. They need to know better, guys. Where they're going to be leading you at that point, what they think. And you're going to go to somebody that know. The formula has been pretty consistent. Most survivors have had to get some type of therapy or coaching to really take them to the next level. Are you going to try to resist against that formula? Oh, I'll be different. Or how much longer are you going to stay in that, trying to get to the certain point in your healing process because you're resisting it against making that investment in yourself. So it's really, so many angles that we can take and look at this. So when you're talking to somebody that's where you want to be and they're giving you the formula, take heed to it. Take heed. Part of the things that got us in trouble is thinking that we're going to be the exception. No, you have to pay your dues too. You have to go through the process too. You're going to have to start making investments in yourself as well. So let's continue to be diligent survivors. Let's continue to find the formula and put those actions to work so that now your cause and effect is going to be swinging in a better light for you. Okay? This isn't going to be a long drawn out video or audio, if you will. I just wanted to drop that message out there in hopes that somebody will take heed to it. You have to buckle down. You have to buckle down. Steve Jobs, he didn't miraculously pop out of anywhere. He was hitting those books and studying those programs way before he even stepped foot in college. He was engulfed in it. He was literally almost, people would say, obsessed with his goal, with his agenda. You have to, really get in the midst of it. Are you actively pursuing your healing and your growth? Actively, not passively, actively doing everything that you can, giving yourself every advantage, every benefit, actively. You see what I'm saying? It's not a surprise. Like, people see the end result of someone winning a gold medal, or someone graduating college, or someone getting over a bad season. Now, they pick themselves up. You didn't see all the steps that they were taking. They had to put some actions in place here. It was not miraculous. It typically does not fall out of the sky. God helps those who helps themselves. Is not miraculous, people. There's something that they're doing behind the scenes, and sometimes some people make it look easier than it is, and they're busting their butts behind the scene, and they make it look easy, but you're not seeing the work that's going in it, the work that's involved. They're doing something. It wasn't miraculous. Somebody dropping all these musical CDs. Oh, I dropped 5 albums in 1 year. Rick Ross and them. They may not be shining in certain areas of their life, but they grinding in that studio. They're grinding in the studio on their craft. They not sleeping like that. They working. Okay, for them blue collar workers out there that's living next to doctors and lawyers and stuff, they working. They busting their butts. Okay, they working doubles. They getting that overtime. They're being smart with their money. They making power moves with their money. They making $1 out of 15 cents. They're stretching it. They're making investments. They're doing the right thing, and it's making their money go that much further. It ain't no surprise, people. That's why, when someone hates on other people that's getting an increase, that's being promoted, it's like, why? Stay in your own lane. Do what you got to do, and your day will come too. Your breakthrough is going to come too. But sometimes, we have the wrong perceptions, the wrong way of seeing things. And that is really at the root of a lot of this. Needing to be reprogrammed. We needing to think the right way, guys. All right. So let's continue to be mindful, guys. Let's continue to do the work. All right. Never give up on yourself, guys. Find that formula. And if you thought that was the formula, no, I can't keep one foot in and one foot out. That formula ain't working for me. I realize I got to pick a side now. I realize it's all or nothing right now. I realize the type of devotion and dedication that I have to give to this or that to achieve this or that. Be willing to make the sacrifice and stop being so short-sighted. Stop being so fleshful. Mind over matter. That's how champions are born. Mind over matter. Logic over emotions. That's how we get those winners. That's how we're getting champions. Logic. Mind over matter. Step into your logic when you see your flesh trying to intercept you. Think about the bigger picture. And boy, down the line, you're going to be so glad, so proud that you had the discipline. That you believed in yourself, that you loved yourself that much, that you was willing to make the sacrifices. You're not going to get great things in life without making the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice, survivors. Find the formula to make the sacrifices. Put those actions into play and change your causes and effects, and you can hop out of that circle into a better one. And you can keep doing this as you progress and as you increase, as you get better, as you grow with your wisdom, etc. Okay, guys? So keep doing the work, guys. Never give up on yourself. And until next time, please take care.